speaking, really. I know it's not easy, but well done. From the homework to the discipline of, going out and everything. So it means everybody is doing his job, yeah? We are doing our job and you are doing your job, right? So I just want to say that I don't want to use the word feel bad, but don't feel too tense by us that we're trying to, monitor everything and, keep you on your toes. It's just that there's a reason for it, and it's for you to start doing things consciously. Pastor, we use the word be now and here. Be in the now and here. So you can be here and I'm talking to you, but you're everywhere. So that's the whole point of you you have to take permission to go out, you have to do your assignment, you have to do it using the structure, everything is for you, yeah? So I am happy for you, congratulations, really. I know it's not easy, but as I've said again, we are doing, we're progressing, okay? So yeah, a round of applause for you guys. Okay. So, which one is it? Is it the morning one? Huh?
Yeah, that's the ego on.
That's what?
The ego on.
The ego. The one with the system. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I want to discuss about oh, yeah. I'm going to tell you guys what you did with the system assignments, the one with the system, because I think we have almost like 3 homework or assignment to discuss with you guys. So I'm just going to specify so you know which one is what, okay? So, as I've said today in the morning, some of you did okay, some of you, I think I have excellent, which is Samson, yeah? Samson, yeah, Adobeji. Yes, he is the only person that got the whole point. He did the 12 point and he explained everything. So congratulations. Yeah, really, yeah. And it was a neat work, actually. So well done. Yeah, you can. Yeah. So the remaining, most of you are received, but but incomplete. Receive, incomplete, but receiving that was just what is happening. That's what happened. So I want to believe that maybe I want to console myself that maybe you guys didn't understand what to do. Right? Davida was able to finish hers. She came to me and I showed her because I wrote down. I didn't actually take the picture. I wrote down the point myself. And I was able to show her what I did. I wrote down and she was able to fix it. So I think, Shade, you fixed yours? Did you finish? No. Wow. So it was only Davida that fixed hers? I told you guys in the morning that you should please make sure you finish the system assignment before, this evening. Did you try to finish? Did you resend it? You didn't. Okay. Well, yes. Yeah. Remember, I emphasized that is the most important, you have to do it before you leave here on Saturday. I need it, please. And Chinwe promised me she's going to do it before she leaves, even though she had a very good reason because of her computer, yeah.
Is there any way we can get an explanation of the 12 point? An example of what we should be writing?
You can come to me. You can come to me and I'll tell you. So please, guys, I'm not going to take so much time about that. We have 2 more to grade.
Since we have an excellent one, put the points there and show us on the wall. That will help us.
Okay.
Definition of the honor.
I'll think about that. Yeah. So thank you. Over to you. Yeah. And I'm sorry. I have to say the first person that submitted this assignment, the system assignment, is Shadi. So please, a round of applause for her. Yeah. So, thank you.
Okay. From the second assignment, basically, there's gonna be 2 to 3 categories. I'm going to be celebrating people that did good work. First of all, the first to submit. And
Which one is the second assignment?
all right.
And,
Okay.
Yeah, and then we have.
She did a complete job too. One is missing. All right. Yes, perfectly. Okay. So from the yesterday's assignment, the second one, the person that submitted first was Moteta Lupele. Let's put our hands together for her. Yeah. So you can come forward, please. And Shade too. Yeah. So you guys decided to make our job easier. You submitted on time, so we had enough time to mark your assignment. So let's put our hands together for them again. You can have your seat. Then, if you remember, actually, I did something that yesterday with that assignment because I wanted to see the person that will go the extra mile, which is part of the HMT. I actually say write 10 to 20 lessons. But most people wrote only 10. I know. Most people wrote only 10. So I actually did that to see the person that will go the extra mile to do 20. So I just say 10 to 20. And most people, 10, 11, 10, 10, 10. Very few people. Will I say? Actually crossed 10. And those who crossed 10, maybe they did 11. And guess what? Who did 12? Chiwe and Anaba. Please come on, let's put our hands together for her. Okay. Yes, you can see that now. We'll get to that. So for those who overall did, I don't think you did 13. Maybe you did 11. Because I will see, yeah, your name is among satisfactory job. So definitely if it was 13, maybe your name would have been written, but it wasn't. Then for those who did satisfactory work, we have here, I'll call your name, then you put your hands together for them. Austin Kole, Sade O, Lemi Ayodele, Olabisi Wodi. All right, very satisfactory. Sorry? What? I did. I called her name. They did satisfactory work. And the second assignment, the 10 to 20 lessons. Okay, so, right. Beautiful. There was something very interesting about that assignment. We have 2 people that came first for that assignment. And the 2 people that came first for that assignment is Tiger Adogweji and Samson Adogweji. Let's put our hands together for them. Did you people copy each other? Did you do it together? All right, let's put our hands together for them. Then second position goes like this. Okay, we have Kelvin Aboyadele. John Ajayi. Um, Tony Toby. Who is Tony?
311, man. This is for 311.
Then third position, Deji Okunade.
Hello, Deji. We have to be copying you.
And Davida. Yeah. So let's put our hands together for them once more. Can we see right now?
Taking photo with Pastor.
Yeah, sure. Then today's assignment. Give me a second. The first to send her assignment today too was Sade. Let's put our hands together for her. Then the first position for today goes to John Aja. Then second position goes to a set of people I'm going to call out now. We have David Ayemi. Tony Toby. Kelvin Aboyade. And third position goes to Deji. So let's encourage them. Let's encourage them again. Yeah. What's our time? Beautiful. So overall, the assignment for this afternoon was far better. Today was far better than what happened yesterday, basically. So from what we did, from the analysis we saw that the major lapses most people have is trying to do the BRS minimum. Now, this grading might not necessarily be, like I said, the people that had the most quality content. But structure, this basic principle, so it's not so much about what you wrote, than, how do I put it? Not just presentation, the attitude behind it, like your personality, your work tells about who you are. Is, for instance, I say 10 to 20 lessons, and majority of the people just stop by 10. So what does that tell me about that person? This person is just going to do the barest minimum required. Let me just succeed. So, but the people that crossed over 10, you were asked 10, and went further to do over 10, the person is ready to go the extra mile. So there is this quote, I don't always do more than you're required. I can't remember the complete thing. Those who do more than they are required are those who lead. Pastor will always say details. So if I were you, they say 10 to 20. I'm not going to stop at 10. I'll struggle to make it 20. Or if it's less, it should be 19 or 18. That was the first thing I looked for, because that was actually the reason I gave that open space to see that. So let's correct that. In the future, in the society, in the world, when you're given something like that, you do that. Now, where's Caroline? You are doing a good job, but I don't know why you don't want to work on your structure. It's not. So I think we need to meet, so I will show you an example of what the structure is, because I'm reading your work. It's good, but from the beginning till now, you still have not worked on the structure. I don't know why. Is that?
I mean, if you don't know, you don't know.
So I need to show you. Are you using Word? What are you using to send? Maybe because the program you use in sending can cause it too. Because when we receive the work, it's clustered. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Like, everything is jam-packed. You have to take some pain to read it, to understand. There is no demarcation. Quality work, but no structure, no presentation. It's something you give to somebody and the person will not even read it and just keep it aside. So maybe after the class, I will show you, especially like Deji's work. If there is anything Deji is good with, it's structure and neatness. The moment you see his work is appealing, you want to read it. So two things is either you can come to me, I will show you, or you just meet Deji and see an example of his work from his folder. He's doing a wonderful work with presentation, neatness, and structure. It's just spot on. So if you could just add that to your work, maybe you would have been the one taking this first position. Who knows? It's just a tip for everybody too. So yeah, we are supposed to do book today. How many of us have finished our book? Okay, sorry.
About the internet connection, this evening, I think the girls in the big room, you had problem with the internet, right?
You asked me to pardon them, and that's why.
No, I just want to tell them that they should always come down. Yeah. Okay, so what we decided that you are being pardoned, even Austin, I pardon him because of the internet connection. I think it happens sometimes in the house. So, but I'm going to tell you.
Not only him, a lot of people got pardoned. Are you sure it was internet connection or your grace?
I just want to, console, But it's just today, really. If you are having problems, here is always good. The internet here is 100%. So next time, no pardon, please. And please, don't wait till 6:59, 56. It's not fair, really. I'm trying to understand with you guys, but please. Now you know. Yeah, now you know. Just once you start doing that, just come downstairs, here. Yeah, but then when you come here, either you restart your system or do something about it, because even when you come here, refresh it or restart or however. Here, I'm sure that everything is okay. If we don't have internet here, then yes, Houston will have a problem. But till then, please, just leave your room and, don't make it complicated. Then, please, before I go, Mr. Soto and your son, please, 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 Jonathan, I made it clear to you, send your own assignment. I know you love your dad loves you. But I don't think that is the whole point here. I understand teamwork, family, blood is thicker than water. Hallelujah. But please, Jonathan, I'm serious. Yeah, you are just 17. Trust me, you have a long, long way to go. You're supposed to. There is something that happens when you do it yourself. It comes with the pride and and the hard work and consciously and everything. Okay, thank you.
So, we read, what book did we read again? But generally, the work was good. Everybody did a good work, better than yesterday. I think the improvement is kind of zigzag direction. Day before yesterday? Was it day before yesterday that it was to the pinnacle? Then yesterday just died. Then today is up again. We hope it will keep going up from now onward. All right, so the books. Nigeria and the leadership. Sorry, only God can save Nigeria. What's a myth? If you finish your book, let me see your hand. Those who finish their book. Yeah. Okay. Can those who finish their book stand? Let me see. I want to believe my eyes. Those who finished it. Okay. Did you finish? Okay. So, all right. Okay, let's sit. Let's sit. Yeah, sure. If you didn't finish your work, let's all stand if you didn't finish your work. You didn't finish reading the book. Okay. If you read 90%, can you raise up your hand of your book? 90%? 90%? Yeah. 90% should sit down. You read 90%. You read?
What chapter was 90%? Somebody here may be standing in 90%. So they don't
Wait, I'll check the chapters and I'll let you know where 90% will be. It's just by the measurement. You can see how she's holding it. You see how she's holding it? You could see she's almost done.
It's 12.
How many chapters do we have in the book? 12. So if you read up to 10 chapter 10, sit. If you jumped, then don't sit down.
I flipped through it. You said I don't have to read every day, so I flipped it and I'm on the conclusion now.
Oh my God. Okay. If you read 80%, that's you're in chapter 9. Can you sit? Are you in chapter 9? Okay. You can still stand. What chapter are you in? You don't know the chapter you're in? Check the chapter you're in. What chapter are you in? I can even see. I'm not sure you're up to 50% where you're opening. Yeah, your own. That's chapter what? You told me you jumped. Kevin. Oh, don't worry. You're my candidate for standing today. Let me see where you are. Chapter 5. Interesting. You finished?
Yeah, I finished, but not. That's what I did.
You know what I'm going to do to you? If that's what you did, I'm going to open the chapter and ask you a question. Yeah, because that's the whole point. To be able to answer a question from that chapter. That's what the scanning is. So if you actually read through, like you're saying the scanning, you should be able to answer the question from every chapter.
Well, maybe I read from, there's some chapters that I read properly, and there's some that I just...
What happened to those ones?
I can read, I can do it, but I might not know the one today.
Okay.
Too specific, but I have read.
But you, okay.
The first one I went word for word, but this one I did.
But you finished this one?
Yes.
So you can sit. All right, how many candidates? Please sit, okay? You sit. You want to stand? That means you have to be reading if you're standing. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, Kevin. What page? Sorry, Jonathan, I said Kevin. Sorry? Page 7. Chapter Chapter 7. You're in chapter 7. Who else is in chapter 7? Chapter 7. Okay, you can sit. Well, how come your dad finished and you're in chapter 7? Are you not supposed to be the smart one here? Dad is a faster reader? He just said that. You can do anything you want to do. So don't give yourself that cliche, I'm a slow reader. You can never know what you're capable of until you push yourself. So don't give yourself those tags, I'm a slow reader, I'm a fast reader, no. Push yourself to the limit, okay? But still keep reading, you're not through. All right, so you can see I tried to come low to get everybody to sit down, but obviously some of us didn't even read up to 70%, so it's not my fault that you're standing. Okay, so we're going to discuss, for those who are sitting. Could you please come to the wall, please? Yeah, so we can see. All right, so let's start. How are we gonna do it? Maybe we'll pass it like this. Your lesson, 3 lessons you learned from the book, then you pass it like that. We'll do it like we did the other time. Straight to the point, 3 lessons. So we can all go.
Some of the lessons I learned from the book is number 1, it is an absolute myth that only God will have to descend from heaven to come and do what he has committed in our hands to do. He said, heaven is thy throne, the earth is thy footstool, and he has given us dominion over the earth, and we need to take that dominion. He's not going to come from the throne to come and help us, but how much we shout, how much we throw tantrum. And Pastor also identifies some areas that you call mountains that we need to reveal ourselves as sons and be able to conquer, whether it's media, tourism, education. And I've always thought that you're smart, you go to medical school, you become a doctor, you just make your money and enjoy yourself. But this book opened my eyes to see that God just doesn't give you a good IQ just for you and your family. It's because there's a problem somewhere that you have to fix. And it's only you that can fix that problem. So the book really brought that out to me very clearly. Then the other areas, so many lessons I learned from it. For the first time, I sympathize with people. When I go to Nigeria, sometimes I see a lot of people just hawking food and things, and I was like, what's their problem? I had to struggle through school. They should have done the same thing. But now I feel more connected to them because this book really opened my eyes to see that, the bigger the problem, That's actually your opportunity. So I guess you said 3, so I'll stop.
Yes, the one of the lessons that I learned by reading the book is I used to say I used to be one of those people too that would have a conversation with the Nigerian and we would both say together, only God, only God can save Nigeria. I used to have that conversation. But after reading this book, I realized that actually we are the ones that can and have been given the authority to change Nigeria. The book starts off, which I like, it starts off by letting us see what the body of Christ is doing in Nigeria that actually has not helped the Nigerian people to develop the country. I think that was the saddest part of the book for me, to see that the church, not all of the churches, but a lot of the churches have brought people's callings and their lives to a halt, which actually indirectly affects also the country. We have people going to church 7 days a week. When do they go to work? And then when they go to work, how productive are they? So it was painful to know that we, the church, are actually even involved in not helping Nigeria develop as it should. Religiousness, being religious. The other part that I liked about this book was after it talks about all the different situations in Nigeria that appears like only God can bring solutions, we now go back to where the book talks about we, the children of God, that the earth is ours. The heavens belong to the Lord, but the earth belongs to us. And that we can find out what is our sphere of influence. Is it finance? What is it? Whatever it is, like mine is business. So if that's my sphere of influence, in Nigeria there are so many issues on business, trust, fairness, and lots of things to teach people about business. I can contribute my part in that area, and I have been, but I look forward to, with everything that we've learned here, the systems, setting everything up more strategically to win. Now I can add that to the little bit that I've been doing, in the first place. So this book is very, very helpful. I really enjoyed it.
Please don't repeat the lesson from another person. Thank you.
What I'm going to add to what she has said is the church as it is today in Nigeria needs reorientation. That's one thing I got from the book. God in creation has said that the earth is our territory, while the heavens is his own territory. And he has given us everything that we need to do what we have to do here. So the church should be made to do that, not asking God for what he has already given to us. Secondly, those of us that have expertise that can help in the diaspora, it is not time for us to start looking for our way back to help mankind. And also, sorry, my notes. Sorry, I'm always talking about the church. I'm always talking about the church. We are sons. We are sons of God. And there are mountains in that book. And the mountains that were talked about is mountains of politics and all of that. that Christians, sons, those that have been, grounded in God's word, who are sons, should begin to take over those spheres of life, the education sector, the politics, so that they can influence decisions within the country. Thank you.
I just remembered some few stories, like he was talking about what the church could have done, like Mrs. Foluke, that was the trained banker, and when she entered the church, because of so much activities, different activities that she had to join, just so the church can know that she's grounded in the Lord. Because she had so much church and commitment, she eventually lost her job in the bank, and because of the church commitments, she lost her children to society. I mean, they became nothing, just because of the over responsibilities church put into her, that all her commitment, just because she's giving her life to God, should be in the church. So it's a big lesson for people that will read the book, because you begin to think about your life and really realize that there was people who start questioning the activities that they go in church, and begin to ask yourself if they are all necessary, if there are some that can go out of the list, just so you can be focused and pursue your callings. He also talked about example when he was talking about the heroes of our times. He talked about Idausa, and when the head of the witchcraft group came to his town and said they're going to have a council meeting in his town, Benin City, and the head of the witchcraft group went on air and said they are going to hold it, and he came up and he went on air again and said no, they cannot hold the meeting in a city where he is. The head of the witchcraft group again went up and said, yeah, that meeting is going to hold. Even if God comes from heaven, the meeting is going to hold. It also now went on air and said there's no need to go and disturb God because of this little witchcraft issue. That because I am here, the meeting cannot hold. So he stood as a son of God, representing God here, and the meeting did not hold. So that's the kind of stand, So, and those kind of stands, I don't know if they are really very common these days in church, because we are moving. The church is no more bringing up sons that fast. They are bringing up babies that are being pampered and coddled and begging God for little things when they should be standing up to their responsibilities. And the third one is he also explained that the earth, we are still waiting for God to come and save Nigeria, when God has said that for the earth to be redeemed, it has to be done by man. That Christ has come to redeem us, but we'll be given the responsibilities to redeem the earth. So it's now our responsibilities to go into all the spheres, all the institutions in our society, and begin to change the values there and bring in kingdom values to those places.
Thank you. I've just got a few points. I highlighted a lot of points, but I've just brought out 3 of them for the purpose of this session. One of the first ones is, it was that story about the light bulb. Most people would think Edison, well, I thought Edison, is it Edison who did the bulb? I'm not good with names. Yes, but most people we attribute electricity to him. But from what we read here, it wasn't him. And a lot of times we feel we're stealing somebody's idea. We don't, their ideas there that we don't think of improving what is already in existence. So, so for me that was encouraging, because Pastor Sunday in so many places, I don't know, maybe in the books or maybe on the programs that we've been listening to, has said, look at things. For instance, I've worked with a business academy. I've done coaching with some young people. So I would want to look at I would want to examine what they did there, to take to Nigeria. So look at models where you are, maybe places where you have. But it doesn't mean we have to create something from scratch. we can make things better. That's the thing that I've drawn out here. It's a lot of time. There's a way we look at ourselves, or I look at myself. I keep on thinking I have nothing or I don't know anything. You know so much, but there's this voice telling you, oh, you know, what do you know? You know, what do you have to give to them? You know, I was talking to a friend recently, and she had, she was telling me she studied some, she said she's a pharmacist. So I thought, oh, I didn't know you studied pharmacy. Oh, no, I studied English. Oh, then since then I've worked in a bank, and I've worked. So she, over the years, she's in America now. She studied so many things, done so many different jobs. So all I'm trying to say is that we have a wealth of experience, you know, that we can use, you know, so we can package that experience and then use it for our purpose to help other people. Then the third one is God is looking for the ordinary people. He's looking for ordinary people to make extraordinary. You know, so you don't have to, yes, sometimes you might just feel incapable, or how can I do this, you know. But we've looked at all the testimonies we've heard since we've been here. People starting from -0, you know, in a lot of cases, and they've become great people. So I'm saying you have a lot of things going for you, and I have a lot of things going for me. I speak for myself. Yes, so I can do it. Thank you. Who is it?
Encourage your brothers and sisters when they speak.
The first point is when God moves, we must move, and there's no excuse, as when Moses tell the people to wait that the Lord will come to give them salvation. God answered that they must move because to have deliverance. And in the chapter 12, we must swing into action with immediate effect, and come up with a plan or a strategy. That's all.
The three things that I took were, I think, number one was, we are the salt of the earth. Salt flavors, preserves, and brings nutrition. The second thing was, if you're not content with life, it's because you're doing the wrong thing, and that we need to commit our lives to bring about deliverance in a sphere of influence, and then this will give our lives a whole new meaning. And the last one is that, which Pastor Nate spoke about today, is that it's only a man that has done his best that qualifies to ask God for protection and blessings.
Okay, what I've learned from the book, Only God Can Save Nigeria. What's it? Yeah, what a myth. yeah, what a myth. This book is... Yeah. This book is, when I read this book, it's all about liberating the church in Nigeria, because churches in Nigeria, in Nigeria, there's 80 million churches, and it's that 80 million, 80 million Christians, and the highest rate of Christians attend church in Nigeria. Yeah, which I found, you know. So once I found out that fact, sorry, let me begin again. Sorry. I know that I'm just a bit. Let me begin again. Okay, let me calm down. Okay, I'm gonna start again. Yeah. Okay. So, when I read this book, God, what a myth! Only God can save Nigeria.
That's something for you.
No. Actually, you know what? I don't need the notes. I'll go. Yeah. No, but yeah. But really. Really, with this leadership book, it can apply in any country. Like I said, there's 80 Christians in Nigeria, And in Nigeria, it's the highest rate of Christians that attend church. What I found funny is that there's countries like Saudi Arabia, Singapore, and Japan that had less resources than Nigeria, and still they were able to get ahead. So that shows you that you don't need to spiritualize everything. All you need to do is get to work. Yeah, get to work. Also, another thing is get the job done. Also, another thing is, if you look at, there's a lot of examples of non-believers who are doing exploits. Like, you got Bill Gates, and by 2018 he's trying to eradicate polio in Africa, and he's done great stuff already. I'll say number 3 would be, let me get my notes. Okay, this one was, when I read this, it was actually a blessing to me, really. But it talks about how to discover your mountain, your calling, your mountain. And it said one of the points it said to discover your calling is to find out the things that annoy you. And when I watch a lot of Nigerian documentaries, you always see them complaining a lot. Like, wow, we need the government to help us and all of that stuff. So it's easy to find your calling. When I went to Nigeria back in May, like, the roads were bumpy. Sometimes the fridge, the freezer, the electricity goes off. So you can make a stand in any of those areas, and it can even be wider from business, politics. So I've really, read a lot. I can go on, but I'll give it to the next person. Yeah.
Okay, what I got from this book, what I can say is, I was amazed with the way the situation in Nigeria is described and diagnosed, in terms of what should be done and what is being doing, but is in the wrong way. So, based on that, thinking that there should be a shift, not just for the churches, but for the whole society, probably, taking this, in terms of the church, to produce sons and send out sons. That's something very important, especially in situations like this. Faith is a very important element to work and make things happen. So, reeducating the church is really important, because, on the other hand, when we see societies like this, that religiosity is an issue that stops the growth and the development of the countries. Like, as Karl Marx said, the religion is the opium of the societies. I think that's a very important truth, and we have to take care of that. So, doing this change and the church shift is very important. And reeducating the church, I think that's the seed that we think should be planted there.
For us who are used to the thing for 30 years, the code is for me. So if you're feeling cold, you could leave that side and go that side. Yes, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just finishing saying that it's important to reeducate the church and make this shift, not just for the churches, but to change the mentality and the attitude of individuals to make these kind of movements, go further.
Good evening, everyone. It looks like Nigeria is really going back, but hopefully with Pastor Sunday, we're going to come back up. What's really blessed me in this is we started well. When we remember the people like Crowder, he was actually a Nigerian, Ajayi Crowder, and we remember people like Braid, and the Yoruba man, Ayodele or somebody, I can't remember his name now, but Babalola, thank you, sir. These were mighty men of God. Once they say it, that's it. They knew who they were. They knew they were sons of God. And they were not restricted by the four walls. So if we had such people initially, I really wonder how we went back into darkness. Church, a whole light, literally went back into darkness. When we came out from light, from those ancestry things.
Influence, prosperity, word of faith, preaching, and all those things.
And well, the three people I called, we may say most of us were not even alive when they were in their great powers. But most of us saw Idahosa, a man who stood up against the witches. I mean, he was able to tell you, I'm the son of man, son of God, and I don't have to, my father doesn't have to come down here before I show you who I am. So I'm just praying that God is now raising back people like that, like what we are now learning, what through our Father in the Lord, using Nigerian terms, Pastor Sunday, we are now beginning to re-establish that we are sons of God.
You are calling your father in the Lord. God have mercy.
I wanted to bring Nigerian factor into this.
To mess me up.
You said you were getting old. Anyway, okay, that was just to break the ice, let it be. I know that Pastor wouldn't have liked that, but I really wanted to be a Nigerian to the core over there. So hopefully things are going to revert back to what it should be. We'll be answering the call of God because God really loves Nigeria. So I liked that bit. Then, in the book, it talks about Dubai. Can you imagine a desert turning back to be one of the best places on earth now? Not to talk of Nigeria with all its resources. We are not just talking of the human beings. We are talking of natural resources that we were blessed with. There is hope for Nigeria indeed. After the week we have spent here, and many other people have been before us, I believe that history maker training will really go a long way in changing Nigeria. A lot of us here will be carrying messages back. If one of us can witness to 100 people change their mindset, a lot will be done. Should I stop there or continue?
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everybody. I think some of the things I learned from this book, Only God Can Save Nigeria, What a Mind, is that Pastor said in the book,